Hey, my name is Sydney. I'm 29 years old. I'm getting married. His name is George. He's 33 years old. There's a lot of good things about George. He makes me feel unique. Our plans to get married soon aren't certain right now. George looked very worried. Bro, I can't live like this anymore, he said. I stopped moving. I can't live with your mom in this house. She has nowhere to go, George, I told him. She's my mom, he replied. I understand, but I feel like a visitor in my own home. My heart started to beat quickly. I adored George. George said, I loved my mom too. Kate, you have to make a choice, either your mother or I. What I heard just blows my mind. Are you sure, George? I asked. Do you really want to ask me this now? He said yes. He told her he couldn't stay here with her because he needed a real place to live. Think about it, George told him as he took his keys. After that, he left. The door shut behind him. I sat down at the table. It felt like my mind was empty. My mom would be by herself if I picked George. She did not have any money or a place to stay. I would lose the man I was going to marry soon if I picked my mother. I had tears in my eyes. My hands were shaking as I cleaned the kitchen. I broke a cup. It broke very loudly. The sound was heard by my mom. She came in. Sydney, are you okay? She asked. I tried to smile. I'm fine, Mom, I told her. My voice was weak, though. My mom looked at me, to which I slowly replied, It is about George, isn't it? I replied, George wants you to leave the house. My mom didn't say anything. It looked like she was sad. If this is what you want, Sydney, she finally said. What she said hurt my heart. I replied, No, I do not want you to leave. My mom told me, You'll be happy with George. He's going to marry you. My mother didn't say anything when I shook my head. She just looked worn out. I called my friend afterwards. She said, Sydney, your voice sounds scared when you answer. What's going on? I told her everything, the battle, the decision, and the fear in my heart. She replied, Sydney, love does not ask you to choose like that. But I love George, I replied. We're going to marry. Tomorrow is planned. For the future with who? Asked my friend. The person you think he is or the person he is? Talk to your mom. She knows something. In the living room, my mom was sitting by herself. I've packed some things, Sydney, she said. I don't want any more trouble here. No, Mom, I replied. Don't put anything away yet. My mom gave me a sad look. She replied, I only want you to be safe and happy. Mom, what do you mean? Are you keeping something from me? Not now, she said. It's not the right time. My heart was beating fast. Mother, please, I need to know what is happening. When she stood up, she told Sydney, Soon, I promise you, soon. I couldn't sleep that night. My heart was heavy. Because I was scared, I didn't talk to my mom. I went to my mom's room in the morning. Mother, please sit down, I told her. We should talk again. Sydney, don't say some things right now, she warned. I'll let you know when it's safe. Safe? Why did we need to feel safe in our own home? We heard a knock before I could ask more. We knew it was Mr. Wilson, our neighbor. George left early this morning, he said. He looked mad. I looked at my mom. I told him thanks. He went. The door was shut by my mom. She replied, Sydney, please do not talk to the neighbors about George right now. Mother, what are you hiding? I asked again. I'm not hiding from you, she told him. I am looking out for you. You don't see it at all. My eyes were filled with tears. Keep my fiancé away from me. I was no longer able to stay inside. I put on my coat and went outside. When I got home, I heard my mom's voice. The door was open. She had the phone in her hand. Yes, I get it, she said. I'm not going to say anything. I walked into the room. She hung up the phone and put it away. Mother, who was that? I asked. My mom just shook her head. She asked Sydney to please. Soon, I'll tell you. Not today. It hurt me. Mother, I can't wait any longer, I said. Today, please tell me the truth. George is not safe, my mom told me. I couldn't breathe because he was doing something dangerous and against the law. It was against the law, Mum? George has a job at a shipping company. He is a good person. She turned her head away. She replied, That is what he told you, but I heard the calls myself. She went to her closet and got a brown package out of it. She opened it. I saw money wrapped in black tape inside. There was also a list of names with numbers next to them. I did not understand. Mom, where did you find that? Why is it in our house? I found it in George's drawer, Mum said. I didn't want to find anything. It hit the ground. My heart stopped. That night, George and I talked on the phone about fast delivery, she said. He talked late at night, but I thought it was just another work chat. Mom, why didn't you tell me before? Why wait? She replied, because I needed proof. That's why I talked to a cop yesterday. I went cold. It was like, a detective? Mom, did you call the police? Mom said yes. His name is Mr. Conway, she said. He told me that George is being looked into. I replied, Mother, this can ruin his life and ours, too. Sydney, your dad is dangerous, Mom told you. We heard a car door slam outside the house before I could answer. That's him, my mom said. Quickly, hide the envelope. I hid it under my clothes when I got back to my room. George went inside. It was, Sydney, you are home. All right, we need to talk right now. George looked at my mom. Why are you still here? I believed you were going today. Mama told me, I'm not leaving yet. You should, George said with a smile. If you stay longer, things will get bad. I took a step towards him. George, stop, I told him. Talk to me. What's going on? He replied, What is going on? Your mother is making problems again. I replied, Then tell me the truth. Why are you trying to throw her out? George gave me a mean look. Because she lies, he said. She wants to hurt us. I know about the drugs, George, my mom told me. I heard everything, George said. He replied, You should have kept your mouth shut. George, what did you do? Talk to me, please. I want to know the truth. Where is the envelope? George yelled. NSW, where did you put it? Give it to me right now. I was having trouble breathing. She doesn't have it, my mom said. Do not touch her. George put up his hand like he was going to hit her. George, don't touch her, I yelled. Out of the blue, loud knocks came on the door. Police, open the door. George stopped moving. He opened his eyes wide in fear. Detective Conway came in. He replied, George, you are under arrest now. George looked at me. He told her, You lied to me, Sydney. I cried, You messed up everything. George, no. It was a bad choice for you to pick lies over love. The police officer led George outside. He yelled my name over and over until the door shut. It's over, Sydney, my mom told me. Now you are safe. But I just stood there crying. Was I just a part of George's plan, or did he ever love me? I saw that George didn't hurt me. He only told me the truth about himself. That day, I learned something very important. It's not a loss to lose someone dangerous. It's the start. You can leave someone behind and move on to a better future. What do you think Sydney's story teaches you? Leave your answer in the box below. This story was fun to read. Please like, comment, share, and follow if you did.